Welcome back to Meg's Mysteries. This story is called The Devil Dog's Keepers. Hello, my name is Gracie, and I'm a Boston Terrier. My owners, Jami and Eddie, think they own me, but we all know who the boss of the family is. They raised me since I was a pup and found out I had special powers of my own. I can see and talk to ghosts. You know all about bloodhounds helping solve missing persons cases and murders, and German shepherds helping the police crack crime. But you never heard of a Ghostbusting Boston Terrier until now. This is how they found out about my special powers. Yeah, I'm not just a cute pup, I'm a ghost hunter. The farm down the street is old and abandoned, left to rot away when the last of the Butler family died. After that, many strange things started to happen on adjacent farms and in town. Many strange noises and sightings of ghost figures. Also, things have been missing. The ghosts are doing something. There's broken equipment and the animals let loose. People are all up in a panic that it'll get worse. Maybe it's a curse. The family had their own graveyard on the property, and it was going back to the first family of the 1700s. It was always a creepy place, even when it was a running farm. People just stayed far away and never got too close to the family members of the Butlers. Well, one day I was sunning myself on the porch, and Jami came out and said, "Gracie, what are you up to today? Not more mischief, you little devil dog." Yes, that's my nickname they both gave me. I do cause some mischief now and then, and it's my curious nature that gets me in trouble. Then they both got busy working, so I was just relaxing in the sun, and my little pointy ears picked up a strange sound. Where was it coming from? So being the mischievous pup that I am, I went to investigate. So I started down the road toward the sounds. They were like moaning sounds. They kept getting louder and louder until I was close to the Butler farm. It was a long, dark road. I got closer and closer to the farm and the farmhouse, and in the field next to it was the family graveyard. It was sunny before, but now there's a mist rising from the graves. The hair on my little back stood up. I knew there were ghosts of the Butler family there. But being a tough pup that I am, I stood my ground. One even tried to scare me off the land. It said, "Beware, anyone who ventures on our land will come to a horrible end." I barked and said, "You're dead, and you don't belong here. Go to the light." I knew right away they were up to no good, and they're the ones that were terrorizing the town and other farms. I asked them why, and the last of the Butlers said to me, "They never liked us, and we never liked them, so we'll haunt them all and drive them out, like they tried to do to us." I said, "Did you ever try to be neighborly and kind, or are you just mean and standoffish?" The oldest ghost came up and told me, "It started when I was a young homesteader. I was first married and we were clearing off the land, and then we bought 500 acres. We were just poor sharecroppers in the beginning. We worked hard on the land for 5 years until it was ours. Then we saved up and bought more land. The town still called us poor sharecroppers, and they all snubbed us. So me and mine stayed out of their way, and they stayed out of ours for generations. Then they even spread rumors and horrible lies about us, that we were using some kind of magic and did strange things on our land. Our crops and animals always flourished, and they were the best around, even though we were in a drought season, and most of the other farms were like dust bowls. Then they all almost lost everything, so they said we were using some kind of magic or sorcery. So now we're going to take revenge on all of them." Me, being the inquisitive pup that I am, told him, "That's in the past. These people are not the same ones. Your enemies are long gone. So give it up and go to the light." The last Butler said, "I will if my whole family does. I don't want to stick around here anyway. So they all had their say, and they agreed to go to the light. And maybe it will be a better place for them to have peace at last. Besides, people just don't believe in ghosts anymore like they did in the old days. They probably think it was some kind of trick. Maybe a developer wanted the land and the town, so they're tricking them so they'll all sell out. Well, they all decided to go, and a bright light appeared in a tunnel, and they were all finally at peace. So I walked home smiling. It was my first case. Eddie saw me coming down the road. He said, "Where'd you get to, you little devil dog? Up to your old tricks?" "Where'd you go, Gracie?" I said, "Down the road, and you can call me Ghostbusting Boston from now on." I told him just what happened at the Butler farm and with the ghost moving on. Now I'm pooped and I need to go relax. Eddie yelled for Jami. "You won't believe this, but Gracie can talk." Jami came out and said, "What's all the ruckus?" I smiled and wagged my tail. "Hi, Jami. I just told Eddie about my day. He'll fill you in." And then I went inside and had a nice nap. I left them both staring at each other. Jami said, "What? Gracie can talk?" Eddie said, "Not only can she talk to us, but to Ghost, and she helped them move on." So now we opened up a new business, Ghostbusting Boston, at your service. Eddie did get a great promo going, a nice ad for me, for my own channel. Jami made me my own stickers and keychains to give out to future customers. Well, years later, we're still going strong, and I have many pups, and guess what? They all have this special power, too. You gotta love a Boston Terrier. We're not just cute, but we're very good at ghost busting. I hope you like this little story. Check out these great channels, Devil Dog and Devil Dog's Keeper, Jami. And a big thanks to Gracie for letting me write this story. You all have a good evening. Enjoy until next time.